Hi there, Future Grimith here because these videos haven't been long enough. Jonathan has released Liberal Crime Squad New Age version 1.3, and it comes equipped with a Windows-only true desktop build. Most notably for the play thus far is the major mechanical rebalance to use 2d6 rolls instead of 1d20 rolls. Also, skill checks no longer add the relevant attribute score, making actual skill value much more important than before. Yeah, I bring up the 1d20s being used either in this video or the next one. They are recorded with 1.29. I haven't played any more since because I didn't want to do that for this particular series, get far ahead. So I don't know whether everything will crash and burn. We'll find out together soon as a family. Anyway, I'm done now. You can pause and read the rest of this shit yourself. Future Grimith out. Let's get back into it. We've made some progress. A little bit of progress, a little bit of money. Not even at the end of the first month yet. Currently lurking in the homeless camp. Should get around to moving at some point before I'm hunted down. Learning the teaching skill. Yeah, and we've got some characters. Well, we have January, who's studying stealth, albeit slowly. I don't think that's an effective use of her time. So we're going to have her do a couple things for us. As a simple new squad, work. Work. All right, we press in to cycle the new squad. I don't tab that. Right. Also, is this recording? Yes, we're good. Okay, I want you to go forth to stop evil. I want you first and foremost to head to the old toy factory for me, please. Jenny has been accosted by police for selling brownies. We're getting straight to it. We have 7 agility. Let's try to lose them. Jenny did not lose them. Definitely did not lose them. And no one can carry this martyr all alone. Joan is also looking to be lost here as well. Seized and shot in the head. Losses 2 already. Let's go ahead and buy a flag here for the toy makers. And I'm looking to invest at our old toy factory. Setting up a business front to ward off suspicion is 3,000. You can also see other things here, such as a battery and solar panel array. We've also got a video studio as well as a hacker den. I just want to set up a business front, you know? Just want to make sure they don't know that I'm here. Yeah. I'm broke now. That's okay. There will always be more money. Gonna move all of my gear over from homeless to realty. Right. We press in. In. When I tab, I have to vigorously click back on the game window. In. The letter is in. You can see our secrecy here is so much better with our business front and our flag up. Gotta make sure that we remain hidden. Get a sneeze or what? No? We good? We're good. We got some folks doing community service. Only 2 selling brownies. January doesn't need to do any of that community service, though. She's fine, just fine. I don't want her out there soliciting donations, though. Damn it, I pressed tab again. Habit. That's gonna derail me. She has a crime on her record. Let's keep her off of the streets, at least in that regard. We'll simply have her go back to studying stealth for free. And we're learning more about teaching. Teaching's up to 1.81. I want to get a little bit of teaching. I want to see how effective this is with our crazily super fast increasing skills. We're perpetually on fast gain mode. We'll see how fast that can really be as we end the month. Xenia looking to recruit a sleeper, perhaps a police officer for us. Passed a class in teaching. Hell yeah. See if we can get that up to 3 before I try to teach anyone. Because as we know, it will higher skill caps, learn faster. Taking classes faster and studying, but it costs money and has a cap on how much you can learn. Classes have a maximum level, not all skills are taught. Quickly and safely gains experience for $10 a day. All right. Now that I've moved all of my gear over, I suppose it makes sense to shuffle on over squad members as well. Let's assign bases of the squad list. And I will have to break apart the liberal crime squad itself. Why don't we disintegrate all the squads? Dissolve the squad, please. I need no squad. Dissolve this squad, too. I need no squad. And let's just assemble you, not assemble you. Move you over to Realty. Great. Everyone's been moved. We have no squads. Hopefully that move is executed in the coming day. And it has been executed in the coming day. Great. Let's make a new squad. I am wanted for larceny. LCS. That's us. Good. Teaching of 2.54. Yeah, once I get to 3, we'll dust off the teaching. See where the road takes us as we end the month. Lilith is able to escape. All right, Lilith. That 9 agility. Hopes and dreams carrying you through. Congratulations, Lilith. You're the first person to have escaped from a death squad officer. Maybe that earns you a permanent slot on the team. At the end of the month, we have the legislative agenda for 2023. Congress voting on some legislation, but public opinion is not enough to sway our Congress. And so many folks are committed to staying the course as it is. And even if they weren't, the president would veto these attempts to break the arch-conservative nightmare. And also maybe these attempts to break the sneeze that is lurking in my nasal passages. All right. 2.87, one more day. One more day. Pass a class in teaching. Hell yeah. Let's teach stealth and security to the masses. January is studying stealth. That's cool too. I am going to assign her, and I think assign the others as well to this liberal crime squad here. Let's see how well they can accomplish things working together. Give it a few days. Eve is at 5 juice at the lowest juice. Let me remind myself of their stats here. Cornelia with 1 agility. So she's not one who's actually fit for this party. I'm just having her here so I can keep an eye on things. She's not going to gain much when it comes to agility stuff, but she does have plenty of intelligence, which is used for computers and security. She can run the computer banks for us, or something to that effect. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll get on with it, though. Suha has been accosted by the police. She manages to escape as well. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. You two want to live and fight. They're wanted for drug dealing, which of course is terrible. That is a greater crime than prostitution. I have to remain vigilant as it rackets up my heat. But think of all the wonderful money gains we're having here with drug laws being what they are in this country. Yeah, violent criminals are released to make room for drug offenders. Yeah. January's almost got a point of stealth now. Hooray! Cornelia and Adrian have some growing to do on that front, though. We got time. We got nothing but time, right? Nothing but time. Okay. Once I get this done a bit, do any of you have tailoring in any meaningful capacity? Cornelia does, actually. Eve has more. All right. I won't need that much, though, if I can take you, Adrian, and we're going to... Adrian, are you wanted for anything? You're not. You have a chic outfit. Why don't you get out there onto the streets and solicit some donations for me? Cornelia, I am going to have you Make some clothing, please. It's gonna be some black block outfits. I could also have you learn tailoring for a little bit. Tailoring is based off of intelligence. There it is. Praise the heavens. Like, I couldn't flail to hit the mute, but I got it out of the way. Yeah, let's take some classes. Take tailoring, please. Get that tailoring up on you a little bit more. You can be a tailor for us, given all of your intelligence. January's reach level 1 in stealth. Hell yeah. You've got the 2 now, and I believe that should mean that you making black block outfits is going to be below average for us. We'll keep these outfits simple. I want some black block outfits, please, that we can blend in, have some stealth. We're going to have to find some new recruit potentials for our founder in the coming days. First rate, hell yeah. Second rate, hell no. First rate, please, we care about that quality. Lilith has been accosted again, and she escapes from both of them. Oh, Lilith. Oh. I'm looking at the stats here, and I'm like, it's just 9 agility and 9 heart, but the heart you have to escape from 3 total officers in 2 attempts. Okay. But we need folks like that taking active and direct action on the streets to make us money. You got to take some risk. You've done well. Thank you. Help me with these sneezes. This is a terrible video. Oh, goodness. All right. Eve has taken care of her work here. So I am going to just have you study stealth. And Adrian, you're soliciting donations. And Cornelia is making black block outfits. I want 1 more of those, please. 1 more. Hell yeah. All right. We want these for their stealth. The fact that they cover a face. That's going to be it for the team. And I'm going to knock them all off of jobs. Well, except for Cornelia, because Cornelia is actually not coming out here with us. Her stealth score is just too atrocious. Also, Adrian doesn't have a full point yet either, so I should wait. Yeah, I should wait. Cornelia, why don't you go ahead and make me another one, because I eventually do intend to have a 6th person here, and also you're not the best person to have this on anyway. Why don't you wear this punk jacket, as a matter of fact? January's got our level 2 in stealth. I should presumably be okay. Wasn't informed of everyone. Cornelia, by the way, also has a point of stealth, but can't grow any more there. Let's take Cornelia off of the squad, because I'm going to want to have 2 other individuals who are capable of taking action out here. January is certainly the weakest agility-wise, but she was the survivor of the Crucible and the initial folks I brought onto the team. That's all right. We're not full of dancers and athletes and martial artists. This is the material we have to work with to stop this terrible, horrible slide. All right. I'm going to want you to do something else. We don't have a den for you to engage in credit card fraud. I want you to study computer skill. Let's get that up. You're going to be our computer specialist that we might have to bring onto certain particular jobs. At the very least, you're going to stay back home. 8 heat, 95 secrecy. I did not successfully roll to, say, pick up a police officer. That'd be helpful to have so I could be tipped off for potential raids. Let's head to Pawn and Gun together with the family. Okay. We want to buy 4 combat knives, please. You never know when you'll need a combat knife. I'll be kicked off that screen every purchase. Very good. As for what we might pawn here, I can sell that. We'll sell the normal clothes. We'll sell the streetwear as well. This is not the 90s. The weird chemicals, the 4 laptops, and the 3 lab equipment. It's a little bit of money for us. Am I interested in purchasing any other tools while I'm here? Axes and crowbars can be used to help open doors. Spray paint would be if I was going that route to build up juice by doing some tagging. Guitars, we're going to stay away from those. Baseball bats, nah, leave that be as well. And no lengths of chain. Conservative guns, there are plenty of options given the laws. I have a friend who just picked up AR-15. Lives in Colorado. Had to wait a few days. Locked and loaded now, ready to go. Not us, though. Not us. Introductory class in computers passed. Great, let's bring our knives with us. You never know when you're going to need a knife now. I know we're lacking martial arts skill across the board, and I've only built some up on the glorious and fearless leader, but with all this at our disposal, it's time for us to get out here, back to work, and head to the garment makers. Unlock the door and get some on-site training. Grimith is the one who exhales loudly. Fade in the shadow successfully there. I presume the game will blame whoever's responsible for failing their die roll. New Age has changed the system so that instead of there being a dice pool, you roll a d20, which carries a high level of variance for the checks, whereas a dice pool contains a steady and consistent average for things. Which means there can be, obviously, my founder scores are not dynamite. But there's some real variance there in a d20 compared to how the system used to be. It's my understanding that the system may be changed back from a dice pool. That remains to be seen. We didn't do a whole lot of work here. We did a little bit. We got our feet wet. We don't have to do that much. Just get everyone interested in the idea of getting out there and making a difference. And slowly building up camaraderie and time together and security and juice. Conservatives are suspicious already. The next time that fucks up, an alarm can be raised, and now we are promptly and properly blamed for everything. We're looking to just baby and slow walk these folks. Also, it does look that my founder is getting blamed for all of these accidents instead of the folks with us who do worse at stealth. Who definitely do worse at stealth. Garment makers, though, we'll head back here anyway, are already being looked at suspiciously twice. Well, that's a burn day. There was an unfortunate encounter there. Suha has been accosted by police while trying to sell brownies, and she doesn't make it away this time. Okay. Continuing to accrue up a little bit of criminal record, little itty bitty teeny smoochies of crime, a little bit of juice for the non-founder. Again, up to 200 on that. Continuing to wear our black block outfits, looked at suspiciously. We might have to attempt a silent takedown at some point with our knives. We smell conservative panic. We make it back out, though. Everyone's at 62 juice. We're getting it worked on, slowly, safely, stealthily. And everyone built up. They're learning from the master. Lilith doesn't look like she's escaping a third time. There she goes. Well, my 2 earners are finally down. We've done a little bit of work on the team here. I think with that in mind, we can also now start recruiting people with these other characters. I think I will hold off on doing that. We've got plenty of room here for the founder, though I don't want to engage too many meetings. 7 is certainly pushing it. So why don't we, at the end here, do some other stuff. I take classes. What is it that I might want to learn? What might I be interested in picking up skill-wise? Yeah, I think I see what I might be interested in here. You should probably have some dodge. That seems good. And you should probably have some dodge. Yeah, yeah. And Eve, I'm thinking that you should have some dodge as well. I'm not having one of my liberals teach it because I'm going to be busy. Why don't we go and make some new friends? Yeah. So, 7 meetings at most. Let's be a little bit picky here on who we bring back. This character, not too bad. Aids in strength, intelligence, and heart. You know, thinking about where this character could potentially be at 1,000 juice. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Why don't we strike up a conversation about the politics? You want to hear something disturbing? We spend billions on weapons while schools and hospitals beg for funding. What about you? 10 at agility and heart? Oh my goodness. The 3 strength doesn't, help me much for, melee fighting. But hell, you do have 2 martial arts in you. Sure, welcome aboard. If you're interested, animals endure unimaginable suffering in labs just so we can test cheap products like shampoo and mascara. Got anything to smoke on you? How about you? So much for me being picky, huh? You want to hear something disturbing? Political favors are bought and sold for campaign contributions. The voting system enforces 2-party dominance. Gadzooks! Something must be done. How about you? Oh, that's 10 agility right there. And 9 strength? Yes. Those other stats? Who needs them? 7 dodge? Industries that stop at nothing to become more profitable are polluting the environment in ways that hurt not only humans but animals too. Oh my science, we've got to do something. How about you? We'll pass. You? You want to hear something disturbing? Radical discrimination isn't a relic of the past. It's woven in the fabric of our institutions, holding back true equality. Gosh, is there anything I can do? You? And then you? Sure. Sexism is still pervasive in subtle ways, and women make much less than they deserve for their labor. And we'll have a peek at the 17, and we'll say goodbye. Wendy Wiseman feels something needs to be done. We'll have a chat about gender equality. Jenny feels something needs to be done. Prison reform. Rania feels something needs to be done. She will share a collection of studies on the health effects of marijuana. Shaniqua Luo? Sure. Have a hand-recorded video police brutality. And Eudora Galindo? Have an economic paper on the flaws of trickle-down. And Ranma Chang is interested in learning more. We'll explain views on free speech. We've organized 6 meetings. If we recruit all of them, that'll take us up to 10 out of 11. We don't need to recruit any more here at this time. Why don't we go learn more about teaching? Just a little bit as I look at the length of this video. You know, we're very much not adhering to the old YouTube video lengths with how this series has been going thus far. I blame the sneezes. I definitely blame the sneezes. You're ready to fight for the liberal cause? Welcome aboard, Wendy. Come on over to North Real Estate. You're ready to fight? Welcome aboard. You also? Great. Glad to have you. Shaniqua? Sure. Come on in. Eudora? Absolutely, Eudora. And Ranma? Dragging your feet. Okay, let's review, everyone. Wendy? You're not getting a permanent position. Jenny? I could give you a permanent intelligence-based position. You are wanted for some crimes, but we can make something happen here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can join Cornelia, perhaps. I don't feel strongly about that, though. Maybe I'll just have you sell brownies, too. Rania is definitely going to be staying with us. Shaniqua, I don't feel strongly about that. We can definitely be picky. There are enough sex workers out there somehow working at the Desert Eagle Bar and Grill that we can keep staffing up. Eudora, though, definitely. Come on in. Now, both of you new folks can't join the team. But in looking between you two, I would have more interest in Rania than I would in Eudora. I like Eudora having less wisdom here, though, or rather, Eudora has more wisdom, Rania has less heart. Intelligence-wise, but your strength is terrible, whereas you're more of a melee person. Both of you have atrocious charisma, and that's okay. Streetwear, cheap dress, it's also helpful to have some backups. There could be some deaths in the family. All right. Rania, you go ahead and get your community service in. Eudora, you get your community service in as well. Wendy, weed brownies. I don't want these folks to get caught in stings. I don't want them to go straight to lockup. No. Let's not take that kind of, tattling risk about them caving or bad things happening to them in the court system, because I couldn't possibly hope to do anything to help them at this time. Nope, no sir. All right, I have 2 open spaces since I didn't have Cornelia at the party. Right. Problem solved. Both of you, welcome in. And we even have the outfits for you. And Cornelia, of course, has one as well. Delightful. That's everyone's tasks assigned. You're ready to fight for Liberal Crime Squad? 8, 8, and 8. Yeah, there's some flexible potential there with you, but you're probably just going to go sell brownies for me. If I'm staying away from mutants, damn it, but I'm also choosing to build a wild organization, potentially, maybe, possibly. We're gonna spend life to make lots and lots of cash, as one does. We could invest more in this location, fortify this place for a compound, prepare rooms, stockpile rations. How about some bollards? But I think we'll save that for another time. We've gone out there, we've done a little bit of work. I pressed tab again like a fool to stop evil. We passed a month. We're close to the end of this month. We made a little bit of progress on the issues, but not that much. Folks are hearing more of me, though, and they are supporting me. And we'll drop the hammer in due time. Just not now. Just not now. I'll do it for this video, folks. I'll be right off into the night before we go any longer. Take care and stay safe out there.